through me. And when the ghost went through me, I mean, it was just an instant rush of cold.
ABC4's cameras were there as some ghost hunters tried to reach out beyond the grave. What they found next.
You're watching ABC4 News at 10, close to home.
Do ghosts really exist, and do they roam the halls of Union Station in Ogden? ABC4's cameras tagged along with some ghost hunters to find out. Emergency room after having some sort of mechanical problem. Part of the emergency room was evacuated because of leaking fuel from the helicopter. Well, tonight we bring you a real-life ghost story from Utah's ghost hunters after several reports of ghost sightings at the Union Station in Ogden. Investigators were called in, and our ABC4's Elizabeth Herr is here to show us what they found. Liz, any spooky findings today?
Well, that depends on who you ask. I personally didn't see anything, but ask the ghost hunters. Well, you be the judge. Meet Norm Frost, a believer.
You get a non-believer in here, and you soon a believer.
For 20 years, Frost worked at the Ogden Station, and he is convinced the building is haunted.
They got about 3 or 4 of them running around here, down the basement and upstairs.
Enter Rusty Carroll and Team UGRI, or Utah Ghost Research and Investigation.
Share a common interest in investigating the paranormal and the unexplained.
On this day, these professional ghost hunters take on an assignment in Ogden. They came prepared.
This is neat. This is neat stuff.
And so began their investigation.
If you please talk to us, we sure appreciate it. Thank you.
The group split. Some were in charge of capturing noise, others snapping pictures and recording video. Nothing goes undocumented.
A flash of ecto going down.
For a while, nothing. But soon enough,
and I stopped from it. This thing started beeping, and she says, something's behind us. So she turned around and clicked. There was a great big orb.
Orb, I learned today, is a ball of light. These ghost hunters believe they're onto something. So then they made their move upstairs. And again, more signs.
It can't be the light, see? Then it stops, but as soon as it starts right back down, it just goes nuts.
And with this, their job in Ogden is complete. They must now review their evidence.
The biggest thing we got downstairs was some orbs, and then on one of the videos we got a floating apparition that we're going to have to look at.
There's something. We don't know what it is yet either, but at least we got one named.
The gentleman you just heard from apparently had numerous ghost sightings that he decided to give one a name. And he's not alone. Many of his co-workers are also convinced the UGRI team will prove they are not just imagining things. Buddy?
All right, thanks, Liz. And if you're the ghost hunters we just showed you, check out their website at www.ugri.org. Well, it's a chance for much.
Now, deep inside, we...
100.
An average home will increase by $18 a month. This is the largest hike ever granted to Questar Gas, and it's the third rate increase this year. The new rates become effective Tuesday.
Well, with Halloween coming up, you've probably all noticed all those haunted houses and corn mazes and forests.
Now, deep inside, we know they are just for fun. But what if one place was real? Alex Cabrero spent last night with a group of ghost hunters who saw some pretty weird stuff. Alex?
I still have some chills thinking about it, Keith and Amanda. For many years, people in Brigham City have said the old barren woolen mills was haunted. They'd see and hear things they couldn't explain. Last night, a group of professionals tried to make sense of it.
For Utah Ghost Research and Investigation.
If you're in here, talk to us.
All share a common interest in investigating and trying to understand the paranormal and spirits.
If it's true, a good scare is healthy for us from time to time.
You just went right across us here.
These guys and girls should live forever.
We saw a couple things moving around, like on the top of the ceiling. We were trying to find out where it was coming from.
We felt something rushed past us.
You see, Marcy Nursement and her friends are ghost investigators, and tonight they think they found one.
Make another noise, do anything.
The old barren woolen mills has stood in Brigham City since 1870. It's about to be renovated, but first, the owner wanted this group to check on some stories workers kept telling him.
He said that they've had employees come and tell him when it was actually operational that there was people walking through the building that weren't there.
It's okay to have chills hearing this. We did while they took pictures, video.
I love doing this stuff.
And audio recordings. Something on this recording cried no. It wasn't there when we were in the room. Throw in some moving curtains and odd noises.
He's hitting the pipe, and he's like hitting everything all along the roofing.
It all adds up to a good scare or a good something.
There's a lot of activity here, a lot more than the average building has.
Now, besides that building, the group lists the old Lehigh Hospital and the Magna Cemetery among the most active places they've ever seen. If nothing else, it does make you wonder.
Especially that recording. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Alex. From a derailed train to a